Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the top 8 feature match in YGOverdose's third Dueling Network tournament. I'm joined today by 3 special co-commentators, Wuphlez, Brandon Wigley, and Michael Lux. Why don't you all say hello in the order that I introduced you?
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm really glad you guys remembered the order that I said that in. Anyways,
I was just about to say my name. When you like the same order I said it, I was like, Waffles. I was like, oh no shit, I was supposed to say hi.
So anyway, this feature match is between Giovanni Del Moral and someone finish that for me. Kevin Takashi. Giovanni, for those that don't know, was the winner of YGOverdose's second Dueling Network tournament, the last tournament we had. He's running a very similar deck to the one he ran last week, which was Fire Fists. And Kevin Takashi is running windups. Why don't some of you chime in and tell me what's so special about Takashi's windup deck?
Well, if you don't mind, I'll take this one.
Go ahead.
He is playing Tenki in his deck, also 2 enemy controllers.
That was the lame. That's how you handled that.
That's really good.
I'll handle it a little better. All right, he's running Gores, 3 Thunder King, 2 enemy controllers, and he decided to main deck Tenki. And he's playing 42 cards, so I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I like the 3 Thunder Kings that, if they go with the factories and the Tenki, and you've got the Gores that goes with the 3 factories, and the 42 cards and the 2 enemy controllers. I don't know. Just seems like it's interesting.
He didn't decide to play Fiendish Chain either, which is a really good card overall in the meta right now.
Right.
Right, well, I'm just here for comic relief. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh!
So, I just want to say to Michael Lux, the guy who just said these are interesting card choices and drew some interesting comparisons between the cards that he ran. You know, if you want to just call him bad, you can call him bad.
Oh, no, I don't call anyone bad. I don't win anything, I don't top anything, therefore I'm bad. I can't, legitimately say anything bad about anyone.
However, it's bad. It's bad.
Listen, this is the thing. I mean, let's be specific and let's be honest. If something seems like something, it doesn't make sense to either of us, we can say, hey, you know what? It doesn't make sense. We don't have to say that he's a terrible player. We may not know that.
I'm not a beat around the bush kind of guy.
I mean, well, if you want to say it, I'm just saying. I think what I would do is I would just say these are some card choices that I wouldn't necessarily agree with, and let's just see how it works out for him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I just really don't understand enemy controller.
May I point out that Giovanni had a balls deep start?
Right. That was a pretty good start.
And he's fearless. He does not give a shit about that torrential.
Not at all. Why would you?
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's not a torrential set, it's an enemy controller.
Exactly.
Oh, Mirror Force. Boom. Boom.
He's really happy about it.
I guess that's a boom. Now he just searches rabbit.
Oh.
That was fantastic, I guess.
That was saucy.
Is he about to style him Lance?
I guess you can say things just heated up.
Hey.
I was waiting to use that one for quite a while now.
Can you do one more? Because I have a joke that could follow it.
Is it about Atlanteans?
No.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta think of a good one. I can't just be like, oh, looks like things are getting hot.
All right. Just if I don't mention it next time you do something like that, just remind me that I have a joke to tell.
Okay.
Chris isn't the make the first move kind of guy.
No. Any predictions going into this? Well, let me back up. Seeing what you've seen now, any predictions? Anybody?
I predict Yu-Gi-Oh cards will be played. Some life points will be lost. And someone's going to win.
I hope the power goes out. I swear to God. It's just so funny.
Aren't you guys getting like a bad snowstorm up there in the Northeast?
Well, we just had it, and it's it's gone now.
Okay.
Did you
Yeah,
not get a snowstorm?
Friday.
I heard it's pretty bad.
Did you get a snowstorm?
In Florida, no.
I hate you.
You'll
You know,
be happy that we didn't get it in Georgia either.
yeah. Well, I hate you too.
Oh, I know.
I guess then you guys missed out on what we got to do yesterday, which was slip and slide in our cars, and be scared for our lives.
The whole black ice thing, right?
Yeah,
Sounds like fun.
yeah, it is. You wouldn't know. So.
No, I actually drove to work normally, on a normal road with no black ice. And I drove
Whatever.
home normally.
Wait, you're telling me there's no black guys there?
No, actually there isn't. It was actually
wait.
75, 80 degrees.
No, that's not what. Wuphlez, if you were here, I'd give you a high five. Anyway.
Wait, so they all decided not to split, correct?
That's correct. They are not splitting. Oh, you know what? Since no one's doing anything at this particular moment, I can tell everyone who's watching this that this top 8 was a fairly remarkable top 8 in the sense that Giovanni Del Moral, the person who won our last tournament, is in it. Yuki Zaninovic, the person who won our first tournament, is in it. Paul Clark, who's Paul Clark, is in it. And Elijah Gersten, who also top 4'd in our first tournament, is also in it. So, I mean, whether or not you know these people from YCSs or whatnot, they are quickly making a name for themselves in these YGOverdose tournaments. I think that's pretty good on their behalf.
Back to the game for a second. I'm so glad that somebody else is running Heavy Storm and Fire Fist. Everybody who plays against it, they just set out their back row because same reason with at YCS Ohio when I played Dark World, I played Heavy Storm, and people, you would just set everything because Dark Worlds don't play Heavy Storm, and you would single-handedly win games just because of that card, because the way people would play just depend on the stereotype of a certain deck.
Can anyone pull up Giovanni's deck list from the second tournament to see if he was running Heavy Storm then?
He wasn't running Heavy Storm, if I remember correctly.
So that's a change he made. I guess he had the same insight.
Well, my pun doesn't work anymore, but I was going to say that looks like things got windy, or no, blown away. I don't know. It's not good anymore.
It's past.
Yeah.
Didn't.
You could have just not said anything. Like,
That's true.
hey guys, here's a joke I can't use.
I hate you guys.
Things are not looking good for Nick B here.
It's okay. He has Magician in his hand. Or enemy.
Enemy controller.
Oh yeah, he attacked already. Never mind.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not watching the game.
Thanks, Wuphlez. So,
I could see him having a Magician in his hand, though, because he set Factory, and that card's been in his hand ever since, turn 1 or 2? Nope, I'm wrong.
Pro Read.
Enemy controller.
Or that.
We really want to see that enemy controller.
I just want to see it work to shut me up. Like, I want to know why.
Because running D Prison is too mainstream. You're gonna put him to defense mode instead.
I don't know. I mean, Fiendish Chain's good, I heard, too.
Yeah. I like Fiendish Chain right now.
Yeah, I'm not down with the chains.
You feeling oppressed?
Yeah.
Man, I love that card, too.
That would have been a funnier joke if you were black.
It's always funnier when you're black.
So, Michael Lux, do you recall a particular round 1 feature match in California?
I do, actually. That was a long time ago, like 2007.
All right, well, who cares how long ago it was, but the point is, do you remember it, and was it significant?
I do remember it, and it was quite significant.
Why was it quite significant?
I think I actually played some random scrub named Chris Perovic.
And how did you do?
I proceeded to get my shit pushed in.
That's right. And what did this scrub do to you the entire match?
Well, I remember
I'm assuming he
specifically...
beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He actually opened up very, very poorly.
No, I know, but it's the only reason Chris is talking about it.
Of course.
I think he opened up, like, vindictive...
There it is!
There it is! Oh my god, it's for the Sengen! It's for the Sengen!
Just so you guys know, that's actually worse than if it was a Fiendish Chain. Because if it was a Fiendish Chain, he would have just Fiendished the bear, and then the Sengen would have got attacked. But now...
Alright, you're killing it right now.
All right.
That was amazing.
Alright, my bad. Anyway.
I'm so happy that just happened.
I guess.
No, but because he did that on the guy, now he can't use the effect to negate whatever he searched. But if he had the control of the card, he could have used the effect to negate it.
Do you know what Tiger King does?
No, it's only on face-up monsters currently on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. See it.
I bet you he's gonna say boom. Watch. Wait for it. Well, that's a terrible prediction.
Oh, he top decked the Dark Hole. I totally forgot that he doesn't have any cards in his hand.
Yeah.
Wait, why did he say game 2? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a pet peeve of mine. Anytime the game's not over and somebody says game 2, just...
Nippy was so happy for a second, he really thought that he had game.
My tour guides are gonna swing in for 2,000, and that's game.
All right, so let's take a look at these side decks and see what they're gonna side. Wigley, you want to give us your 2 cents on what, say, Giovanni's gonna side deck in?
Giovanni's probably gonna side in the Dust Tornado for factories and the enemy controllers.
Wait,
he's
what?
gonna side in his Valor.
Oh, yeah.
Because, whoa, he doesn't run Max C. How is he supposed to top deck Valor off of Max C?
Right. I believe that came up once before.
Yeah. I don't remember against who, but it happened. So, I don't know what he's going to do about that. How he's going to beat windups. The rivalries are obviously going to go in. Maybe the Lance.
You don't think he's siding in those DDVs?
I'm more than sure he's siding in those DDDs.
I really, really don't like DDV, and I guess he doesn't know his deck list, so that's another thing. But the 3 Thunder King are obviously going to stay in for Nippy. I don't know his real name. And I have a theory on DDV. It just makes you play poorly just to make it live. Like, it'll make you waste a 10 key to search a Bourse Raider where it's not the optimal play just to get off a DDV. And, like, sure, it's good. It's good if you get it off early game. But, like, if Nippy opened up right here, Factory Rabbit, there's nothing a DDV is going to be able to do to...
Aside from catching the rabbit, you mean?
Oh, no, I mean... Nippy's going first, so if he
oh yeah, good point. Never mind, my bad.
Then it would be on the field. There's no chance to DDV it. But it's just it makes you play poorly, and I'm not saying it's a bad play, but like right here, if he had DDV, obviously he wouldn't search it now, but he would go 10 key Bourse Raider set DDV, where I would much rather use 10 key to get Bear to fulfill a purpose in the deck other than just I'm searching a normal so that I can play DDV. It just Atlanteans tried the same thing when they first came out, and it was just a trend, and it died off. Like, sure, it's cute, and you can fit it in the deck, but just because you can fit a card in doesn't mean it necessarily needs to be played. And I think that's the case for DDV.
That's a big 15.
Yeah, it's a big looking shark right there. It's a bigger looking Gmod.
Uh-oh. I wonder if he just drew that, or if he had it, because I would have summoned the Wolf first turn, because obviously there was like a bottomless down there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he has enemy controller, so now it's a little 100 defense.
Well, that's way better than a Phoenix Chain.
I was going to say, much better than Phoenix Chain.
Yeah. Would have lost the shark.
And Thunder King.
Oh, baby.
This game's getting crazy.
Can I predict his next move? He's going to overlay for Gaga Cowboy to do 800 damage.
Ooh, so close.
Where's the Starlight?
He should have, yeah.
He has to have Starlight. Oh.
You know, that's weird. I haven't yet seen anyone resolve a Starlight Road, and that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's a good card.
I just like seeing it resolve. It's like, yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, that's my word.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to take anything from you.
So that's Sangam set, right? No?
Wow.
Taylor.
Well, I guess summoning Shark and attack and swinging for 15 worked out.
Yeah. Totally.
I guess 42 cards in the main deck's the new 40. And he's just like drawing everything.
Maybe that's just his favorite number. 42 everything.
No, I don't. That's probably not it.
Any of you guys watching the Watchers chat?
I wasn't.
Well, Nazar isn't African.
Thank you for sharing that.
That's what I saw in the Watchers chat.
Thanks.
They're talking about Zephyros. Is there anything?
Big Foig.
Yeah. Speaking of that, shout out to Stefan Bizzle. Did he make D-Top?
No.
Yeah, he did.
He did not.
He's killing me.
Why would you say he did? He definitely didn't.
No, he didn't.
He bubbled though, and I mean I was really hoping for him. I mean, like I said, I like it when people top repeatedly. So I mean I was really rooting for him, but it didn't work out in the end.
Wait, did he not play that? He did.
He flipped it.
No, the heavy split.
I saw him flip it. He flipped it and I put it in the grave very quickly.
Yeah. I'm kind of like.
I don't think he activated. He definitely would have said something sooner about the king and the shark on the field. He's not saying anything about that.
I guess he just wants to lose.
No, he's saying let me think. Isn't he like thinking?
No, that's the other guy.
You're getting them mixed up. Giovanni had the rivalry, but yeah, that was bad.
You don't say. It's in his graveyard.
Yeah, well.
I'm just saying. Somebody just said Giovanni said let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Nippy said let me think.
Oh.
So
What are you guys watching?
Okay, I understand everything now.
Yeah, alright, at least somebody understands what I was talking about. Yeah, no. He never said chain or anything, did he?
I mean, he flipped it up, though.
I just thought he misplayed.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
Nah, he got it. I saw him flip it.
No, he lost anyway.
There you go.
I would have left a shark up.
See, that main controller really got there.
I do not see windups winning this match. This is a very bad matchup, game 2 and 3.
It's a dismal one.
Did you guys, any of you guys watch the Dueling Network Tournament number 2 data analysis video?
Yes.
Did you really?
I did. I'm a math major. I love that shit.
Oh wow, really appreciate that. I guess the other two didn't, right?
I skipped to the 21-minute mark, but I was actually driving while I was trying to watch it, so I stopped watching it for a year of my life.
How long was the video?
The video hold on a second. Just to be clear, when I'm going through the video, like I'm going through the Excel spreadsheet, like it's not like I sit around and give you a recipe on how to bake cookies. Like I literally go through everything as quickly as I can, and it just happens to be like a half hour long. Anyway, so
It's a lot of information to go over. Like,
I mean, if I just gave you an Excel file, would you understand what to do with it?
no, well, I mean, I would, but
Yeah, I would.
Okay, well, then you know what? I'll just do that for the next one. I'll say that y'all can't, y'all don't have to watch the video, but everyone else does. Anyway, so the point I want to make, and I've been making it in feature matches, all over. I mean, all across this tournament, is that if you looked at that file, you'll see that Fire Fists have something like a 52 or 54, something like that percent overall win rate against windups. But if you separate that by games, they actually have a 47% win rate measured. It's not like totally accurate, but what we measured, it's a 40% win rate game 1, but that shoots up to 57% games 2 and 3.
Well, that's also kind of misrepresented because the only tournament that Fire Fist were in was the second tournament, correct?
Right. I mean, listen, there's a limited number of data points. All I'm trying to say is, in that tournament, it worked out that way. But I do think that that's revealing or telling of something. And in the video, I have a hypothesis that I share, which is Rivalry of Warlords. In the last tournament, 8 people played Fire Fists. All 8 of them played Rivalry of Warlords, and they mostly sided 3 of them. And the point that I made was, if you're windups and you're side decking 2 Dust Tornadoes, and you have 3 Typhoons available to you and a Heavy Storm, if you do the math and everything, it turns out that there's a 14% chance of them opening up a rivalry with you opening up, or with you not opening up with one of your spell and trap removal cards. 14%. So if that's the sort of thing that automatically makes you lose the game, like that's just like a 14% bonus. And that's not just for windups, but that's for example, Soul Drain against Waters. There's nothing you can really do against that. It's just you're dropping 14% games 2 and 3.
But I mean, I guess it's a little different Fire Fist because, like, for instance, Atlanteans, they don't really have to deal with anything but Dimensional Fissure and Soul Drain. Where, like, if I'm playing windups right now and I set Dust Tornado or MST or something like that, and my opponent plays 10 key, I'm going to MST or Dust Tornado the 10 key.
Of course. I mean, that you can save it in other matchups. Against Fire Fist, you can't. But I mean, the point was against windups, not so. I wasn't talking about Fire Fist. Just that Wigley.
You're talking about those kind of cards in general that shut a deck down.
Right, but I mean, I'm not sure if Lux is talking or Wigley was talking, but I think what Wigley was saying before, that he thinks windups won't walk away from this because game 2 and 3 it's a bad matchup, and I wanted to say that I think that's largely attributable to rivalry. I don't think there's anything else in particular that changes that matchup.
It also does depend on the Fire Fist players playing DDV. So if he sides that in,
right? That can be important too. I take that back then.
Well, because see, it's Fire Fist game 1. Fire Fist and windups game 1. It's really 50-50 because, like, sure they have a good matchup because just like there was a time when people were siding Guaiba against windups because you can run over everything. So it's an easy evil sword. But
I bet you that's
Fire Fists are similar to that. They have Gorilla, and then if anything's in attack position, then they have Bear, which essentially does the same thing. But obviously windups have their power plays that Fire Fists have a harder time dealing with. Like, if you go Magician Shark first turn against any deck, you're probably going to win. But against Fire Fist and call spells, it's not likely that they're going to win that game. they're a little more dependent on spell cards than any other deck that I can think of this format. But then if they don't open like that and it's just a grind game, then usually Fire Fist will pull it out.
Yeah.
Game 2 and 3 though, rivalry. If windups don't draw an answer to rivalry within 2 or 3 turns, it's usually curtains.
Right. That's the thing about windups a lot. Like if you can put the pressure on early, and they don't open up with the Magician Shark or some kind of magician play.
Speaking of rivalry.
Well, this just happens to fall into the 85% of the time category.
Well, not only that, but he MST'd the face down rivalry. Like normally you'd expect him to like wait for it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he played that right. He saw Phoenix Chain game 1, so he knew Giovanni played it, and then saw rivalry last game. So like if you were uncertain, you know he sided it.
Right.
So
yeah. And
that's just a lot of continuous cards that you're supposed to hold MST for.
Yeah, and especially if he already used a warning, and if you're gonna play a tour guide, bottom doesn't affect it. So like, what are you blind MSTing that you're not going to be able to just chain? You know, Phoenix Chain rivalry. I just don't understand that play.
And maybe he really wanted to hit Giovanni's MST.
He really wanted to, yeah. Because he has a Dark Coffin set. He wanted to.
No, he has an econ that he wants to chain.
Oh, that too.
You gotta follow along, buddy. You know,
the tour guide doesn't really matter right now. If he doesn't have an answer to this gorilla attack,
right?
He just lost. If the gorilla connects, he loses.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's game. Ish.
Yeah. Oh no, it's definitely game because now he just searches Tinky, searches Bear, and then pops the back row with gorilla. I can't think of one card because a tour guide's already on. I don't know if maybe if he draws a second tour guide, like it'll be interesting maybe.
Yeah, those are like such slim odds. Yeah, it's like
there's no one card that windups can draw that
Dark Hole
swing the game. No, but not even Dark Hole because he has a bear.
Oh right, good call. I totally forgot about that. Oh, I thought you said he had a bear in his hand. Why wouldn't he search the gorilla?
Now Giovanni just pops the back row and he's top decking against.
Oh, that's the. Oh, my bad. I totally thought that was a bear on board.
No.
All right, that explains that.
Watch that be an enemy controller.
Oh nope.
It's a big gorilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a second.
I think it's only subtracted 16,000.
Yeah.
His computer already knows though.
Maybe he's fortunate that Giovanni didn't have any fire formation card. Even the trap card would have been game.
The trap card's not game. That would have been 26 only.
No, he plays the trap card, puts it on gorilla. Gorilla's effect, pop the back row, then summon bear.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
The only reason he didn't summon was because he was afraid of torrential.
And it was a torrential.
Go Giovanni.
Oh.
Wow.
Game's getting crazy.
Wow. Seriously? Man, you know Giovanni's pissed.
if he wins this game, then justice has been served. Because Giovanni did this to me last week, was it last week? I don't remember. And then I believe he played Sarosh round 1. I don't know. I'd have to look back and check. But
are you bitter about your loss last week?
No, I really honestly wasn't lost. That was one of those rare occasions where it was so unreal in the way that I lost.
I'm having trouble hearing you, so you're not on the video.
No, it's okay.
Oh, there you're good.
Me and Lux are having a wonderful conversation.
Oh yeah, we are.
All right, go back. So you can say you something about last week.
Oh no, I was talking about if Nippy comes back and wins this game, then justice would be served, because something similar to this happened last week when I was playing Giovanni, where he just top deck one outer after one outer, max C into the Baylor with one turn to draw it. Like, it was just an unreal game. And then someone, I don't know who it was, asked me if I was salty about that loss, and I was explaining that's one game. It's one of the rare occasions in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you play a game and you realize you played it the best you can, and it just, so many things went wrong in that game that it was just meant for you to lose, and just can't really get mad about it.
So he probably has a Tencent face down.
Well, I don't know. Summoning Bear would be the correct play regardless, because
You don't want to take damage.
while he doesn't have any back row, you want to make sure you get Bear off uncontested.
Right.
So even if he doesn't, then you'd still summon it there.
Still, though, Giovanni's got to be so frustrated.
Well, there's definitely like a Starlight or a Solemn. There's no way he's setting that many without some sort of protection. Because Heavy would just be the blowout if he didn't have anything.
Am I the only one that wants Giovanni to win?
No, I want Giovanni to win because I believe he's played this match a little bit better.
I'm unbiased. I don't have anything against
What?
Giovanni.
You can't say I'm biased. You just said justice will be served. If you lose.
No, I mean, justice would be served.
How do you justify that?
Justice would be served. Right?
That's actually the definition of bias.
Like, no.
You're just complaining how you lost to him last week. Fucking hate this guy.
No, Giovanni as a person, like, he's a good guy. I talked to him before we played and then after we played in the tournament, and like, I congratulated on him winning and everything. And I have nothing against him. And then Nippy, I don't even know who that is. So.
You just hate the fact that he's a lucky bastard.
I mean, some people just have it like that. Some people, I've seen some people in this game to where they can just savage people sometimes, where if they need a card in a clutch situation, they're going to draw that card. And
Yeah, you can't justify a loss like that, though. It's like, it's all part of the game, whatever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You
Maybe
can't
like play your game so you won't have to be afraid of like his rip.
Yeah, I mean, that's
There are
what I'm
ways
saying.
around it. I mean, like,
So I can't hate on him for that. Like, it's not his fault that he plays his cards and happens to draw what he needs. It's not his fault. I'm not gonna hold that against him. But I would love to see like a torrential right here. It'd be beautiful.
Ooh.
Ooh. Do it. Alright, I'm telling you, chain torrential, chain rabbit, detach, pop robbery, and in phase. It'd be great.
Let's see if he figures it out.
he's thinking if he wants to chain his enemy controller.
When
Yeah, which would kill
The bear.
bear.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
oh,
No, he's just gonna put it to defense mode and say that's it.
that's fine. Wait, does he play mind control, which is pretty much just the better enemy controller in this deck?
No.
Yep. No, he just doesn't play that.
No, he doesn't play that.
He wants to tribute his monster to take your monster, but not
Just take it.
just take your monster. He wants to tribute.
No, he wants to keep things fair.
He wants to tag with it. That's how it is.
Well, to be fair, mind control has a really bad art on the card. It's just funky.
Maybe he's just a gamer for life. It's just like enemy controller. I don't really know about that card. I don't know why.
Apparently, Isaac lost to Yuki.
Yo, how cool would it be if Giovanni and Yuki are in the finals? No one? Anyone?
That would be
Yes, that would be awesome. And then we'll have the first two-time champion.
Is Yuki playing water?
No.
Oh,
No,
see,
he's
that's-
playing. I think he's playing.
Wind up side into fire.
Yuki jump ship.
And Isaac was playing Rabbit.
Well, he did have the torrential, and he did do the play that Wigley said, so Yeah, I don't know. It's the other. I don't know what the other card is. Like, it's got. I can't imagine why.
I can imagine what he's scared of, unless even if he has Psalm Judgment, he has Psalm Judgment. But other than that, I mean, what is he scared of?
Right.
He still has a. Giovanni runs a evac, right? Like, I don't know how many other outs he has to then mains, other than just grinding it down.
He runs one.
Yeah, he runs one.
Oh, it's interesting. He cut back only to one Tencent. I think he was running 2 last tournament.
Yeah, I think because he cut his dragon. Wasn't he running a dragon last tournament?
He was not running Dragon.
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, okay. I mean, if you're not running dragon, there's
Or Fire Fist.
Yeah, he only ran the 4. He's a firm believer that Dragon's too slow.
He's okay. I mean, like, I played with him this week. Like, it makes... the reason I don't like him is because it makes your back rows, like, really useless if all you're doing is just grabbing, like, fire formation cards. Because, like, if you don't have a monster to do anything, then your cards are just dead, basically.
Yeah. You could say that. You could make that argument, but the thing is outside of Rabbit, that's the best turn 1 play is Dragon in this deck. Like,
well, of course. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's like it makes things awkward.
Well, like I said earlier, talking about awkward, he plays DDV. That card's really awkward in this deck, but like, he probably has one set right now, as a matter of fact.
Probably. Well, I do agree that I think Force Raider is inoptimal. I just like the 3 Gene Warps. So.
Well, I'm not even arguing the fact that you shouldn't run Gene Warp like that. I'm not saying one way or the other. I've tested with Fire Fists a little bit, and I mean, I've tried it both ways. It's the only problem that I've come with without not running Force Raider is the lack of monsters. Like,
Right.
Like, what do you put in place of the 3 Force Raiders? You put Tour Guides and Sangan, and then if you do that, then like that's supposed to set up Levia plays for Rabbit, but now only 1 Rabbit's live, so.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the whole 3 normals with my 2 rabbits.
It's like you take
like,
out
normals with 2 rabbits, okay, but as soon as you get to that tour guide, then it makes things really weird. Because it's not rabbits, like, you just increase your chance of drawing it first turn, but when you have, like, you draw a rabbit and then you draw a tour guide, it's like, oh fuck, I have no vanillas in my deck.
Well, it's not even, it's like, alright, I'm sorry, Giovanni plays 17 monsters and he mains 2 Veilers, but like, if you take the Veilers out, he plays no dragons, which, that's unorthodox. I'm not saying it's bad, because he's obviously doing well with it, but in a standard build, you have 3 bear, 2 gorilla, 1 to 2 gorilla, and say 2 dragon, and then the normals and rabbit. But if you only run 3 normals and the 2 rabbit, if you draw a rabbit and use it to pull out 2 normals, that's 3 cards, 3 monsters out of your deck that are pretty much useless now. The other rabbit is useless, and the 2 Gene Warps that you pulled out are 2 cards that you're not going to draw later. And for a deck that already has a lot of problem with monster destruction, which is why they play Lance, is because you need to protect your monsters. I don't know if I agree with running such a low monster count.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like when
it's not even just making the second rabbit dead. It's that you're making the second rabbit dead and you're pulling 2 other monsters out of your deck that you can't use later. It's just essentially it's 3 cards that you're losing out on. And back row is fine and all, but if you don't have any monsters, then all you're doing is staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Staying alive.
Another MST. Oh man.
Was it the 5th one?
At least he saved it that time instead of blind MST.
Yeah.
He picks and chooses when he wants to blind MST.
Whenever it feels right.
Part of the cards. I'm honestly surprised that this match is still going on.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him. I want to say I want him to win, but he plays Econ. That's a mental block for me. I don't. Maybe that's just something I would have to hear his reasoning for. Probably not, but I mean, I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, he did top 8, so
It worked out somehow.
it has
Well,
worked out.
if we use that logic throughout Yu-Gi-Oh, there are quite a few questionable things that have topped, and one YCS's that will never happen again.
Ooh, I love those plays.
Dust Tornado, where you at?
Oh, he's going for game.
About time. Did he flip up the dark hole?
Oh wait, yes he did.
Hey, do you want to add Simon to the call?
Who?
Simon?
I guess.
Well, I mean, it's probably about to be over. Hopefully Nippy sided in Valor, and he's got Valor the Rabbit right here.
How do you add people to call? There you go.
Yeah, right, that's what we're all hoping for. We're hoping for a Valor on the Rabbit.
Not me.
Not you.
No, man.
So you are biased.
Of course. But you know what? It's all right, though. Oh!
Oh, wow.
It's irrelevant. Oh.
That was the Econ.
It would have saved him.
He has Valor.
No, do you guys understand that would have saved him without the Typhoon? Because a Phoenix Chain wouldn't have been able to stop the normals.
Well,
D-Prison would have though.
Oh, shut up. Anyway.
I wonder what his thoughts are on Gores right now. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's game. Not that it's relevant right now, but Simon is asking if you can add him to the call, Chris, because apparently I can't, because I didn't start this.
Sure, I will add him as soon as we hang up. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Looks like the person who played better this match won the match. So.
I think Tsukuyomi is a hot piece of ass.
Not in this deck. Wait, okay.
Great commentary, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. I will close this out right now, but before I go, I wanted to say thank you to all of you for doing this with me. I definitely appreciate it. Would love to have all of you back anytime.
Thank you for having fun. It was a pleasure.
Take it easy.
See you guys.